Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a list of eyeshadow palettes that have released or about to release that I want nothing to do with. So go ahead and stay tuned. Okay guys, so I am definitely not the first person to come up with this idea to do like a do not buy list or whatever. I'm not sure who the original creator was, but I will link down in my description box the few YouTubers that I like to watch that do videos like this. So the first eyeshadow palette that's coming out or has come out that I want nothing to do with is the Urban Decay Honey palette. In a nutshell, these Urban Decay Naked palettes, I have not, since that very first one, been interested in any of them. Not the Rose Gold, not the Cherry palette. I don't know. I'm not into the Urban Decay Naked palettes as much as I was the first one. It's 12 shades, and these shades are honey type colors. They're golds and nudes and things like that. Honestly, I think it is woman of color friendly, like especially if you have a professional job and you don't own any other palettes. I think this will be a good palette for you, or if you're of a lighter skin complexion. But I'll just be very honest with you guys. I've seen these colors before. I have each and every one of these colors, all 12 shades in different palettes that I own, and I'm just not interested in it. I was unimpressed when I saw it, and when I went into the stores and I saw it, I was still unimpressed. So this is a palette that I just want nothing to do with, so Urban Decay is not getting any of my coins for this palette. The next eyeshadow palette I'm going to be discussing with you guys is the Winnie Harlow / KKW collaboration. It's $49. It has 12 shades in it, and it comes in metallics and shimmers as well as mattes. I just feel like the whole KKW Cosmetics, and keep in mind I'm very aware that she's into minimalism, but I just think the whole cosmetic line is kind of boring. I just feel like every eyeshadow palette she's come out with in the last couple releases, I've seen them before. We were doing these colors like 8-9 years ago, and I feel like Kim Kardashian is like trying to catch up, but we're going ahead. We're moving ahead. To me, I'm not impressed by the packaging at all, but I will say the advertisement on the KKW Cosmetics is amazing. Those pictures and the videos, it's all amazing. But I feel like they spend so much money on the advertisement, but then the actual packaging is like, it's like, I don't know, I'm not spending $50, over 50 something dollars for 12 shades that I have and I've seen before. I'm just not. But if you're a Kim Kardashian fan, go for it. If you're a Winnie Harlow fan, go for it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy it. I'm just saying that I don't want anything to do with it. So the next eyeshadow palette I'm going to be talking to you guys about is the Lolita palette from Kat Von D. It's the newest collection, part of her Lolita collection. I'll be honest with you, for $49.50, I just feel like I have at least 4 different eyeshadow palettes that are the same. I think I'm still a little bit salty about that last palette that I bought from Kat Von D. It was like her 1-year anniversary, 2-year anniversary eyeshadow palette. It was beautiful. The packaging was beautiful. The artwork was beautiful, but there was no pigmentation in that, at least not for me. I wasn't feeling it at all. So chances are I'm not going to buy this eyeshadow palette. I understand there's only so many colors in the rainbow, but I just feel like they're just changing the packaging and putting the same colors, which is fine. I understand it's advertisement, it's marketing, but as for me, in my pockets, my money is staying in my pockets, at least when it comes to this. I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't want nothing to do with it at all. The next eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be talking to you guys about that I don't want anything to do with is the Kylie Cosmetics Kylie / Bauman collection. And it is $42. It's going to come out September 27th, and there are 9 shades. I already know she's not going to lose any sleep if I don't buy it, but I just feel like for $42, there's nothing that speaks to me when I look at this besides, yeah, that's going to be ashy, girl. Don't put that on. Don't buy that. But the packaging is super cute. I mean, it has nothing to do with anything in her personal life. I'm just not a fan of her her line. There's some cosmetic companies that you already know who they're catering to. I've been around for a while. I already know none of these colors are going to look pigmented on my skin, and you can tell who they're catering to. They're not catering to me, and that's fine. So it's cool. Okay, so the next palette is by Colourpop. It's in collaboration with Kathleen Lights. So I don't know anything really about Kathleen Lights besides that she is a YouTuber, and I know that because of her collaborations with Colourpop here recently. She's had at least 2 or 3 that I can think of, but I'm happy for her. All the success is due, because if you can get with a big company and get a collaboration, you're doing your thing. So this palette comes in 30 shades. There's 2 pressed glitters, 3 metallics, and 14 mattes, which honestly, I love mattes. So if I was into this, I would really be happy because of all the mattes that are in it, but they don't look pigmented enough. So just by doing a hand swatch, you don't really get a good idea of what the pigmentation is going to be. Maybe if you saw a live hand swatch happen, like just with one, but these swatches look like they've been swatched on a couple times. I'm on the fence with this palette. It's $39, but I just feel like the colors are a little bit too cool for me. I just feel like I have so many other eyeshadow palettes that I need to use and go through before I would even consider picking this one up. This palette just doesn't have enough oomph in it for me to ignore the fact that I have about 20 eyeshadow palettes and go buy this one. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm happy for her success. I'm always happy to see people, you know, go to new levels. But as for me, I don't want nothing to do with that palette. I'm gonna skip that palette. I'm gonna skip it. The next palette that I want nothing to do with is the Too Faced Extra Spicy palette. That whole first row looks like they're not colors that would be complimentary on me. They don't look good. I wouldn't use them. They look pretty ashy. They would probably be colors that I could probably put down and then put another color on top of it. I don't know. I wouldn't use it. And then the other colors, I don't know. If you have a lighter skin tone, you can definitely try it. But for me, in my skin tone, it's a no for me. For it to be $49, I just don't want to buy another $50 palette to just have sit around, and I can totally skip it. I have not bought a Too Faced eyeshadow palette in a long time because they playing around. I'm just gonna be honest with you. They playing around. I don't want any of those palettes. I love their primers. I love what else do I have here that's Too Faced? I really love Too Faced. But with their eyeshadow palettes, the last couple eyeshadow palettes, I haven't been feeling. The last eyeshadow palette I bought was I think it was the anniversary one, that really big one. I have a video on it. I'll just go ahead and stick it up here for you guys so you guys can click up there. But that was the last Too Faced eyeshadow palette that I bought. And I probably will not be buying anymore for a while if they keep on this track, because I just feel like they recycled that palette from last year, the other gingerbread spicy palette from last year, and they just rearranged some colors or whatever. Now, I'm pretty sure that I mean, I understand that's marketing, but I just don't want anything to do with that. I just don't want anything to do with that palette, so I won't be buying it. Okay, guys, so that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do you disagree with me on some of these palettes? Let me know. Sound off down the comment section. Let me know if you actually like these palettes, some of these palettes, if you plan on buying any of these palettes, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
She loving the likes. She living the life, yeah. She Instagram famous. You know that it's dangerous. Baby, you famous. Instagram famous. Body on 10, your body on 10. Shawty, you banging, oh yeah. We gon' get paid now, we gon' get paid now. Okay. We gon' get paid now, we gon' get paid.